Hello everyone, and you're most welcome to this online platform Sushma Singh Academy. How are you all? I hope you all are good. Today in the series of most important 500 questions, we'll cover question number 291 to 310. So let's begin the class. Question number 291 is who authored the long essay commenting on the Potter scene in Macbeth? मैकबेथ में पोटर सीन पर कमेंट करते हुए लॉन्ग एस्से किसके द्वारा ऑथर किया गया है? रिचर्ड स्टील के द्वारा, थॉमस डे क्वेंसी, ओलिवर गोल्डस्मिथ या डोवर विल्सन? व्हाट विल बी द राइट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन? राइट आंसर विल बी थॉमस डे क्वेंसी. ऑन द नॉकिंग एट द गेट इन मैकबेथ ये एक एशे है इन शेक्सपियरियन क्रिटिसिज्म बाय द इंग्लिश ऑथर थॉमस डे क्वेंसी, जो कि फर्स्ट पब्लिश हुआ था in October 1823 in the edition of the London Magazine. Through brief less than 2000 words in length, it has been called the Thomas de Quincey finest single critical piece also, and one of the critical footnotes in our literature. Commentators who are dismissive of De Quincey literary criticism in general make an exception for his essay on Macbeth. और ये जो मैकबेथ ऐसे है ये कंसर्न करता है एक्ट सेकंड सीन थर्ड को. In the tragedy of Macbeth and Lady Macbeth is succeeded by the Macduff and Lennox knocking at the gate of the castle. Number 292 is who said the hero of the Shakespeare's great classical trilogy is Rome? Options है Wilson Knight, Alcinides, Dover Wilson या Edward Dowden. What will be the right answer for this question? The hero of the Shakespeare's great classical trilogy is Rome. It is said by the Wilson Knight. Wilson Knight was an English literary critic and academic, known particularly for his interpretation of mythic content in literature. और ये जो द व्हील ऑफ फायर, द व्हील ऑफ फायर, और ये कलेक्शन है ऐसे का शेक्सपियर्स के प्ले पर बेस्ड. He was also an actor and theatrical director and considered an outstanding lecturer. Question number 293 is which of Claudius and Laertes' test traps for Hamlet succeeds in killing him? Options है the poison cup, the sharp sword, the poison dagger या the poison sword. What will be the right answer for this question? Right answer is the poison sword, because in the Hamlet play the poison sword has been denoted in Act 4 scene 5th. So right answer will be the poison sword. Question number 294 is to which festival does the title of the play Twelfth Night refer? Twelfth Night play किस फेस्टिवल के टाइटल को रेफर करता है? एपिफेनी, वाइट सन, लेंट या ईस्टर? इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? The title of the 12th night refers to the 12th night of Christmas. Also referred to as the Eve of Epiphany, a day that commemorates the visit of the to the baby Jesus and is often celebrated with a temporary suspension of rules and social orders. is who of the following was not a predecessor of William Shakespeare? इनमें से कौन विलियम शेक्सपियर का प्रेडिसेशर नहीं था? सी मार्लो, आर ग्रीन, टिलोज या बेन जॉनसन? What will be the right answer for this question? Right answer is Tilos. Tilos means Thomas Lowes was not the predecessor of William Shakespeare. The principal predecessors of Shakespeare in the history of the English drama were the university wits, as they are called. The most notable of there are Christopher Marlowe, Robert Greene, Ben Jonson, Pele, Lily, Thomas Kidd. और थॉमस लॉज 1558 to 1625. He was an English writer and author during the Elizabethan and Jacobean periods. Who among the following critics stated about the Shakespeare that में से किस क्रिटिक ने शेक्सपियर के लिए स्टेट किया है? He was the man of all modern and perhaps ancient poets, had the largest and most comprehensive soul. ऑप्शन है जी विल्सन नाइट, एडवर्ड डोडेन, ड्राइटन या डॉक्टर जॉनसन. इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? He was the man who of all modern and perhaps ancient poets had the largest and most comprehensive soul. This statement is stated about Shakespeare by John Drayton in Essay of Dramatic Poesy. Poesy 1668. The 297 is who has spoken following lines in Shakespeare's Macbeth. शेक्सपियर की मैकबेथ में ये लाइन किसके द्वारा बोली गई है? Methought I hear a voice cry, sleep no more, Macbeth does mother sleep, the innocent sleep. ऑप्शंस है लेडी मैकबेथ, बैंक्यू, मैकडफ या मैकबेथ. लाइन्स Methought I hear a voice cry, sleep no more, Macbeth does mother sleep, the innocent sleep. These lines have been spoken by Macbeth in the play Macbeth after committing the murder of the Duncan. So right answer will be Macbeth. Which of the following works by Shakespeare is a pastoral romance? इनमें से कौन सा शेक्सपियर का वर्क पास्टोरल रोमांस के रूप में जाना जाता है? लाइक ट्वेल्थ नाइट, द टेम्पेस्ट या ओथेलो. इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? राइट आंसर विल बी एज यू लाइक इट. एज यू लाइक इट इज अ रोमांस written by William Shakespeare. If we talk about the pastoral, so pastoral means dealing with shepherds or rural life in a usually artificial manner and typically drawing a contrast between the innocence and serenity of the simple life and the misery and corruption of a city and especially court life. In which of the following this is a play? The middle class provincial life has been depicted by Shakespeare. इनमें से किस प्ले में शेक्सपियर के द्वारा मिडिल क्लास प्रोविंशियल लाइफ डेपिक्टेड की गई है? टिमोस ऑफ एथेंस, द मैरी वाइव्स, कोरियोलेनस या द विंटर्स टेल. इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? राइट आंसर विल बी द मैरी वाइव्स. द मैरी वाइव्स ऑफ विंडसर इज अ कॉमेडी बाय विलियम शेक्सपियर. That was first published in 1602, though believed to have been written in before 1597. The middle class provincial life has been depicted in this play. Question number 300 is the knockabout scenes in Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew and the Merry Wives of Windsor are the examples of Shakespeare's के scene. Knockabout scene in Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew और Merry Wives of Windsor ये examples हैं. Right answer will be The Merry Wives. The Merry Wives of Windsor is a comedy by William Shakespeare. That was first published in 1602, though believed to have been written in before 1597. The middle class provincial life has been depicted in this play. Question number 300 is the knockabout scenes in Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew and The Merry Wives of Windsor are the examples of knockabout scene इन शेक्सपियर्स द टाइमिंग ऑफ द श्रीव और मैरी वाइव्स ऑफ विंडसर। ये एग्जाम्पल्स हैं वल्गर कॉमेडी के, कॉमेडी ऑफ ह्यूमर्स, फार्स या द साइंस ऑफ बफूनरी। इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? राइट आंसर विल बी फार्स। द टेमिंग ऑफ द श्रीव एंड द मैरी वाइव्स ऑफ विंडसर बाय शेक्सपियर आर द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ फार्स। इट इज सच अ कॉमेडी that seeks to sustain the audience through situations. Question number 301 is in which poem do the following lines occur? The flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. इनमें से किस पोएम में ये लाइन्स occur होती हैं? The flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. Poems हैं The Education of Nature, Daffodils, The World is Too Much, With Us या Tinton Abbey। इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? The flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. Lines occur in the poem Daffodils. Daffodils, it is a lyric poem by William Wordsworth. And also known as I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. This immortal little poem, first published 1807, owes a lot to William's sisters, Dorothy Wordsworth. Dorothy Wordsworth. Question number 302 is for whom Keats used the term egotistical sublime. Keats ने egotistical sublime टर्म को किसके लिए यूज़ किया था? कोलरिज, शैली, बैरोन या वर्ड्सवर्थ? इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? Keats used the term egotistical sublime for William Wordsworth. In a letter to Richard Woodhouse 1818, Keats reveals to his friend the culmination of his thoughts on the nature of the Wordsworth or egotistical sublime. Egotistical sublime mainly coined by John Keats to describe what he saw as Wordsworth's self-aggrandizing style. Number 303 is who used the epithet gentle-hearted Charles for Charles Lamb. Charles Lamb को gentle-hearted Charles किसने कहा है? वर्ड्सवर्थ ने, किट्स ने, ब्राउनिंग या कोलरिज? S.T. Coleridge referred Charles Lamb as my gentle-hearted Charles in the 1797 poem name is This Lime Tree bore my prison. So this lime tree bore my prison poem में S.T. कोलरिज ने चार्ल्स को जेंटल हार्टेड चार्ल्स कहा है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 304 इज द पोइट ऑफ द फेमस पोएम डैफोडिल्स इज फेमस पोएम डैफोडिल्स के पोइट कौन है? जॉन केट्स, अलेक्जेंडर पॉप, पी.बी. शैली या विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ? इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? राइट आंसर होगा विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ। द पोइट ऑफ द फेमस पोएम डैफोडिल्स इज विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ। This poem titled as I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, but it is become popular by the name of Daffodils. And if we talk about the theme of this poem was dedicated to the image of the daffodils. They are stressed in a line around the bay of the lake. Question number 305 is who is the author of the lyrical ballad? Lyrical ballad के author कौन है? Of the lyrical ballads, it is a collection of poems published in 1798, composed by William Wordsworth. Although S.T. Coleridge also collaborated this collection, but it became famous with the Wordsworth name because majority of poems were contributed by Wordsworth. So right answer will be Wordsworth. Wordsworth के lyrical ballads mark the end of the classicals influence from the English poetry and the beginning of the Romantic period of literature. William Wordsworth was born on 7th April 1770 in England, and he was renowned in emphasizing nature, the imagination, and the importance of personal experience rather than the scientific logic. Question number 306 is which of the following play by G.B. Shaw has been made into a film starring Audrey Hepburn? Options हैं Saint John, Pygmalion, Candida या Major Barbara. What will be the right answer for this question? Answer is Pygmalion. Pygmalion is a play written by George Bernard Shaw. Was made into film starring Audrey Hepburn. Question number 307 is which of the following Lear's characters is different from the rest? Options हैं McVitie, Alfred Prufrock, Sweeney या Blustein. What will be the right answer for this question? Right answer is Alfred Prufrock. J. Alfred Prufrock is different from the rest because he is a postmodern hero in the poem by T.S. Eliot. And this character shows different character traits as fragmentation, self-consciousness, ambiguity, and inability to face the real world expressed in the poem. Question number 308 is I hear the woman call you the winged victory in sluggish Venice. You turn your head towards your tail and smile. What is the title of the poem by Lawrence? Options हैं Mosquito, Misky, The Best, The Tiger. What will be the right answer for this question? The right answer is Mosquito. I hear the woman call you the winged victory in sluggish Venice. You turn your head towards your tail and smile. Lines of the poem have been taken from the poem Mosquito by D.H. Lawrence. In this poem, the speaker strives to perceive a mosquito and the mosquito strives to be perceived by him. The interrelation between them gradually takes on the trait of a kind of a game. They are as it were playing a tag here. A mosquito as the chased is much more dexterous than the speaker, as the chaser in the game of the perception of the former is always in the exhalation and behaves as the winged victory, while the latter is overwhelmed by the queenness and duality of its opponent. Question number 309 is when did Yeats receive his Nobel Prize? इसको नोबेल प्राइज मिला था 1920 में, 1924, 1923 या 1929. इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? William Butler Yeats, Miss W.B. Yeats, was a famous Irish poet, dramatist, and one of the pioneers of the literary world in 20th century. In 1923, he was honored with the Nobel Prize for the Literature for his immense contribution to the English and Irish literature. Question number 310 is the phrase stream of consciousness was first used by. जो फ्रेज स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस फर्स्ट किसके द्वारा यूज की गई थी? विलियम हार्वे के द्वारा, विलियम जेम्स, विलियम जोन्स या विलियम पोर्टर? इसका राइट आंसर क्या होगा? द फ्रेज स्ट्रीम ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस वॉज फर्स्ट यूज्ड इन 1890 बाय विलियम जेम्स इन हिज बुक प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ साइकोलॉजी, और विलियम जेम्स वॉज बोर्न इन न्यूयॉर्क सिटी ऑन 11 जनवरी 1842 and he earned a medical degree in 1869. But he decided not to practice medicine in 1880. He started to write for the field of psychology and took 10 years to come up with a book, Principles of Psychology. Later on, James became more interested in philosophical issues and published The Varieties of Religious Experience. Another work also comes in 1907 by James in the name of Pragmatism.